Amethyst cards in Lorcana are very sneaky. They give you a lot of really cool tools, focus on villains, and give you great card draw. So let's talk about my 5 favorite Amethyst cards right now. All right, welcome back, everybody. We are here to talk about my 5 favorite Amethyst cards. Again, we're not going to be talking about meta or power level or tournament viability. We're just going to have fun. So let's take a look at our first card here, and that is going to be Ursula's Cauldron, a 2-cost, non-inkable item. It says, exert this card, look at the top 2 cards of your deck, put one on top of your deck and the other on the bottom. So this is an interesting form of filtering. You get to look at the top 2 cards of your deck, pick one, send it away. Pick the other, put it on top. You might put the same card back on top, but you might get rid of a card that you didn't need or doesn't really help you in a certain strategy, because most decks are usually running 2 engines. So you have answers for A, answers for B. So depending on what you see at the top of your deck, you keep the thing you want, you get rid of the thing you don't want. And the best part is, if both cards aren't really something you need, you can at least try and keep one of them if they're inkable and get rid of the one that's non-inkable to increase your odds of getting something you want. So it's very, very flexible. But let's move along to the Queen, Wicked and Vain. All right, 5-cost inkable character. This is good. 4 strength, 5 willpower, 1 pip of lore. Pretty good stats. But her ability, I summon thee, exert her to draw a card. This is great. This is absolutely fantastic. You can exert her down, draw a card. She's a 4/5. She's got enough willpower to sustain a couple of hits. And with 4 strength, she's going to be able to take out most things in the 1, 2, 3, and 4 drop range. So she's not going to go down quickly unless your opponent swings into her with 2, maybe 3 characters. And now you've drawn a card. You've taken out 2 bodies. Not the worst thing in the world. You could also hide her behind bodyguards in Steel and Amber, so that way your opponent has to challenge the bodyguard characters, and then you can keep her going sideways to keep drawing cards over and over and over again. And you're not necessarily getting card advantage, but you're replacing her, and then over time you'll gain card advantage the more you use her. But moving along, let's talk about this amazing DrFacilier. This is a 7-drop, non-inkable, 4 strength, 5 willpower, 3 pips of lore, my favorite. Shift 5, you can slap him on top of another DrFacilier for 5 ink, and into the shadows. Whenever one of your other characters is banished in a challenge, you may return that card to your hand. It's Mickey Broom loops for everything else. Is it brooms? Put it back in your hand. Is it Mickey? Put it back in your hand. Is this a challenger deck where you just swing into people and blow them up? Cool. They lose their character. You put your challenger right back into your hand. This is great with small bodies with challenger like Captain Hook. You can do so much with this card. And with 5 willpower, you're going to have to use hard removal because we only have so many tools to get rid of them. You could use a smash and a fire the cannons, but that's a lot of resources. That's 2 cards, 5 ink. We'll see what happens. But moving along, let's talk about the queen herself, Ursula. 7 ink, non-inkable, 2 strength, 8 willpower, 3 pips of lore. Again, my favorite number. When you play this character, each opponent loses 1 lore. Great in multiplayer. But wait! Billy Mays here. There's more. You may draw a card for each 1 lore lost this way using her ability. So if there are 3 people and they lose 3 lore, you draw 3 cards. Oh my gosh, this card is great. Super fun in multiplayer games. Probably pretty okay in single player, but when you slap down an Ursula, oh, value town for the Amethyst player. Woo! This is a great card. I love it. I love the theme. I love the art. I love the foiling. Just fantastic. I could definitely see myself trying to get a couple of these on the board. And then the last card, I think this is last card. I can't count. I'm so excited. But let's talk about Elsa, the Spirit of Winter. 8 cost, non-inkable, 4 strength, 6 willpower, 3 pips of lore. Shocking. Shift 6, you can drop her on another Elsa for 6 ink instead of whatever her casting cost is, which would be 8. Deep Freeze, when you play this character, exert up to 2 chosen characters they cannot ready at the start of their next turn. This does not specify ready or exerted cards. It doesn't matter what their orientation is. You can target up to 2 characters, yours or your opponent's, if you wanted to target yourself for some odd reason. They don't untap during their next turn, which leaves them vulnerable. They cannot quest. They can be challenged. They cannot activate abilities. They cannot sing songs. Great. Absolutely wonderful. I love this card, and the art is gorgeous. Fantastic. Good job, Ravensburger. You done good. So that is the end of our 5 cards here in this set for Amethyst. As always, Lorcana is focused around having fun playing games single player and multiplayer with your friends, with your family. So enjoy deck building, try new stuff, ask questions, have fun, and we will see you next time on LorcanaCast.